heard you on Beer Sessions back in 52. Lying awake intently tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. Woo! Deep in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, past all the hipsters and their skinny jeans, the Heritage Radio Network fills the internet airwaves with programming about food and beer. With rumors of radio's demise greatly exaggerated, Mike and I jumped at the opportunity to make sure that video has in fact not killed the radio star.
I like beer.
You guys should be on a radio show.
Would you like to come on our radio show?
We can go head to head.
We can go, come on Tuesday.
Beer Sessions, Beer Nation.
Welcome to Beer Sessions Radio on the Heritage Radio Network. It's October 26, 2010. We have a New York craft beer scene show tonight. I'm Jimmy Carbone from Jimmy's Number 43, and my co-host is Ray Deter from d.b.a. On tonight, Seth and Mike from Beer Nation, and David Urbanos from The Ginger Man, and Carolyn Steele, author of Hungry City.
Sure, what we're going to talk about, but we
Beer,
brought some
most
beer.
likely beer.
Brought some beer to drink on the show.
You poured us a beer, Seth. What is this beer?
This is my shout out to my boy, Second Floor Brewing, right in Williamsburg. This is his double wit from 09. He had a bottle left, and so he was like, "This is going to be the one."
It's a home brewer?
It's a home brewer, yeah.
Nice.
It's a home brewer that has aspirations,
It's around
right?
the corner
So,
from Roberta's on Graham Avenue. So
Oh, wow.
This is as local as
cool.
it gets.
It's like, well, I'm out at 2 in the morning at my own bar, and I get the beers there that I want, and that's why I'm in the business. It's like I want to be able to drink what I want when I want, you know? And that's my number one priority in life.
Right.
Well, you guys are pretty cool, and you got your their production teams here. They're filming us as we speak.
Oh, that's why the lights are so bright today.
And that's why I wore a solid colored T-shirt. I was coached to not wear stripes.
It's funny you guys
or
mentioned the
white.
camera because that's actually a fake. It's made of cardboard. We bring that around because we tend to get more free stuff when there's somebody with a fake camera following us around.
There's something about having an independently owned establishment that, you know, you walk in, you meet the owner. There's no way to compare that to something else. Anything that has a corporate
important.
structure or multiple ownership, it's just not the same. And the only way we could capture that was by creating our own organization called the Good Brew Seal.
Listen, we're really impressed when we come across a place like d.b.a. or Jimmy's or Blind Tiger or Pacific Standard, et cetera, et cetera. That really does show us something about craft beer revolution. However, it really is when like these normal bars, the neighborhood bars, they choose to include local craft beers on 3 of the 5 of their taps, where I'm really impressed with where this is going.
And you know that's new too, because I've had this conversation 1,000 times. There was a time in New York City when there wasn't that much great local beer. Now there is. Now
Even a few years ago, you couldn't go into most bars and get good draft.
No,
beer.
because
We're going to premiere this on Beer Nation. So I've got the simple blackberry, and I'll tell you what I've got from doing the show is this. We're drinking Pretty Things Rustic Ale, which I've never heard of until today. We had on Dan
PrettyThings.com.
Paquette, the brewer from Pretty Things, and we got to know him pretty well. He did a lot of really cool events in New York Craft Beer Week. And it's just so cool to come off the radio show and be at Roberta's. And I'm like, oh, what beer do you have on draft? It's Pretty Things Rustic Ale. And I'm like, that's awesome. So I just texted him. I'm like, dude, we just got off the radio show. I'm having your beer. And what is the hop profile?
I asked a couple questions before, and I'm going to read it off to you. I said, I recently came out to my family as a... Now, this is kind of a weird question. I don't know about coming out to your family. I came out to my family as a craft beer drinker when I brought some Green Flash to a family event.
I've yet to do that. I'm scared.
This was 6 weeks ago, and they are still making fun of me and wouldn't even try it. I don't think I can suck it up and drink another can of Coors. Can you recommend a craft beer that isn't so threatening to my family of macro lovers?
Well, one of the things I was thinking about, was it Scott's question? Steve?
No,
Bill?
Bill C.
Bill C.
From
All right.
somewhere in America.
Of course. Bill C's question, one thing I thought of immediately was Dale's Pale Ale, because it comes in a can. And I think that may be a little bit less threatening
It's very
when you're hanging
accessible.
around. Yes, yeah. It looks, I think it looks... like a common man's beer because it's in a can.
It's
So that
crazy.
the Gubna. Some
the
great,
Governor's nuts.
some great beers.
What's it? There's like onions in that shit, right?
I don't know.
What's in
They're
that
not going
beer?
to tell us. They're not going to tell us.
What would your if it was a New York style of beer?
Wow.
What would it be?
Oh, now I'm on the spot. It would be a German lager with a bit of hops, local hops. It'd be all local. It'd be all local. Local ingredients.
I'm thinking a little pizza lox bagel combo beer. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's. I'll talk to my boy.
Maybe some
Okay,
pad
I'll talk to
thai.
Brad.
I love that number.
That's fun.
It's nice.
That's a good one. You know, with that, we're gonna take a short break here on Beer
I knew
Sessions
we were.
Radio. We'll be back in a few minutes.
So if anything, that's really what it's about. It's like we're trying to just kind of create more of this community to wrap it all up between us owning bars and doing goodbeerseal.com bar association and doing the radio show. We got to first meet guys like you, and also, you know, we got to meet brewers like Dan Paquette from Pretty Things and hang out with them. Awesome.
Well, it's great to meet you.
Cheers,
Let's
guys.
do it.
Thanks
Let's
so
do the
much.
beer.
See you on the radio.
And the sessions. The radio.
Rock on.
It's so hard to clink with plastic
No,
cups.
it's true. It doesn't work. But you know what? It's about the cheersing. It's about the cheersing.
It's about the eye contact
That's
as
right.
well.
You got to look at the man's eyes.
Yes. Or the woman's eyes.
We're gonna add the clink.
We'll add the
Okay.
Because this is